Every second, traffic arrives at the edge of your network. Some of it you asked for, some of it is strangers rattling the door handles. Standing between them and you is a bouncer with a guest list, the firewall. It makes one decision over and over, millions of times a day: allow or deny. Let's decode it. I'm Tessa, and this is Envision Decoded. A firewall is a filter for network traffic. It sits at a boundary, usually between your network and the internet, inspects each connection against a list of rules and lets it pass or blocks it. That is the whole idea. The intelligence is in the rules. Who is allowed in, who is allowed out, and on which ports. Why is this the first security device every network gets? Because most attacks begin with a connection you never wanted. If the door never opens, the attack never starts. A firewall shrinks your exposure down to the handful of doorways you deliberately chose, and everything else bounces off. It cannot stop every threat, but it removes the background noise of the entire internet knocking. Let's read a real rule list, top to bottom, because order is everything. A firewall checks rules one by one and applies the first match, then stops. Rule 1. Allow outbound web traffic, ports 80 and 443, from inside to anywhere. That is your browsing, email, updates, everyday life leaving the building. Rule 2. Allow inbound port 443 to one specific server, say your web server at 192.168.1.80. This is the deliberate doorway, just like port forwarding from episode 11, but written as an explicit permission. Rule 3. Deny inbound port 3389 from anywhere. That is remote desktop, a favorite target. Even if a device inside accidentally listens on it, the door stays shut from outside. And at the very bottom, the most important line: deny everything else. This is the default deny, the golden rule of firewalls. Anything you did not explicitly allow is blocked. Security by default, openings by exception. Now watch 2 packets hit the list. A reply to your browsing arrives. It matches Rule 1's conversation, allowed through. A stranger probes port 3389. It slides past Rules 1 and 2, slams into Rule 3, denied, and it never even reaches the default. First match wins, and the list did its job. One more term you will hear: stateful. A modern firewall remembers the connections your devices start, so replies to your own requests are recognized and let back in automatically. It is the same trick NAT uses with its table applied to security. So, to decode it, a firewall filters traffic at a boundary using an ordered rule list. First match wins, top to bottom. Allow what you need, outbound web, chosen inbound doorways. Deny the dangerous stuff explicitly. And end with default deny, so everything unlisted is blocked. Stateful means replies to your own connections come back in automatically. If firewalls finally clicked, hit subscribe so the next one finds you, and a like really helps. Next time we split one physical switch into several separate networks with a few lines of config. VLANs. I'm Tessa. This was Envision Decoded. See you in the next one.